Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a collective reading. Alright, so today is February, Friday, October 3rd, and this is a collective. So, y'all, I am stepping up on the protection. I'm realizing that I need to put sage and candles and stuff around me, so if y'all watch a lot of tarot videos, start keeping y'all some sage and some candles around y'all, because y'all never know if you have any monitoring spirits or anything like that. Not to put fear in you, but to protect you guys from those who may not have the best intentions for you, okay? Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into this reading, alright? Hopefully this message will hit those who it needs to hit. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, and I acknowledge the Most High. And I thank them for allowing me this opportunity to come here and connect with you guys. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Hold on, let me fix this lighting real quick. Alright. Whew. We made it to the weekends. Almost there. Almost there. By the time you watch this, it'll probably be Friday evening or Saturday, depending on where you are in the world. Fix this audio. And we are. Alright. Ooh, period. Victory. So you recently just stepped into a very successful path here. I'm not sure what you did, collective, but you are on the path to victory here. Four of Pentacles, you are protecting yours. You have a divine team here with the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles here that is protecting you, watching over you. I feel like, to me, the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, this is your team. This is your guides. These are your loved ones, either here with us on earth or up in heaven, or the heavens, I should say, watching over you, protecting you. You are blessed. You are magnificent. You are abundant. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Alright? Don't let anybody knock you off your high horse. Don't let anybody tell you that you are not meant for great things, because I'm here to tell you that you are. People will try to disempower you. People will try to punch down because they look up. Okay? Remember that. King of Cups. So this could be a masculine energy here. This is a very protective, very loving, very giving, very emotionally mature, grounded, a great lover. If this is a love reading for you, if this is not, this could be a father figure. This could be a loving man, a loving husband. This is a good man. There is a good man in your life who has either just came in your life, or you're starting to really see that there is good people all around you. He doesn't necessarily be a man, but it could be someone who is very fatherly, or very, like, when I'm seeing like a good, like a family person, who's family oriented. The star here, people look up to you, but you need to rest. You could be a teacher. You could be in the service industry. You could be somebody here who does a lot for the community around you. Aquarius energy, to those humanitarian-minded people. You could be someone who the world is needing right now. You know, there's a lot of pain and suffering going around in this world, and we need more love. So this is your time to shine. This is your time to grow. This is your confirmation that whatever it is that you want to bring into the world is going to be successful. All right? Let's see what's this coming out. Justice here. Things are being balanced in your favor, okay? You've been through a lot, collective. I could see it already, because the victory here was not because of it just came to you all willy-nilly. Like, this wasn't something that was easy, okay? You didn't just like walk up into, like, you know, nepo baby positions, all right? And if you did, lucky you here. But then we got the we got the Wheel and the Five of Pentacles and the bottom of the deck. So this means that there are people out here who, unfortunately, you know, due to their own actions, I believe, are going to feel left out. They're going to feel like they didn't get their justice here. You could have walked away from some people who didn't mean you well. You could have decided to, like, walk away with love. And sometimes, you know, when we walk away from people, we don't have to actually, I don't have to tell you why I walked away from you, right? I don't have to give you an explanation. I don't have to give you no closure. I don't have to give you none of that. if I feel like you are someone who will try to gaslight, manipulate me, sometimes it's best to just cut people out of your life without even giving them, yeah, the Two of Swords. They could be confused all they want to. It's time for them to go sit their ass down too and take a break. Take a break, okay? Go take a break. You look faster. So you are stepping into your power, okay? With the Justice here, the King of Cups, and the Six of Wands, baby, you are here for the long haul, okay? You are not going to be a by night. Damn. Ooh, you're not going to be a standby overnight. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and it took you time to get here. And what it took time will take time for it to be, the longer it takes to build, the stronger the foundation is, right? This ain't no pop-up, Amazon, fab, prefab, you know what I mean? Not to get any disrespect to anybody like that, but you know what I mean? Like, this ain't no, shake and bake, go wig. This was handmade, okay? Italian, Brazilian, wherever the fuck, I don't know. I don't know shit about wigs. But y'all know what I'm talking about. This is divinely orchestrated, okay? This is the Justice card. Okay, this is not just you are walking into your divine birthright, and you know what direction to go into with the Seven of Cups in reverse here. There could be some confusion about where you want to go, but coming up, you're going to get clarity on exactly everything you needed, especially in regards to this Justice here with the Seven of Cups. You may have been confused as to who or whom needed to be released. But here they are, the Three of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So the same people that was looking up to you and the people who were talking crap are now suffering because they didn't want to put in the work to be in your good graces. They didn't want to try to see things from your point of view, even though you more than likely did that to them. Even though you more than likely with this Justice card, this means that you are someone who is balanced and fair. So you don't quickly just write off people. You give people the benefit of the doubt. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, still shame on you, because why you trying to fool people? But also, now I gotta cut your ass off and go a different way, because the Justice card is what? She's holding a sword. Okay, that is a sword. Swords are about quick decisions. Okay, we don't have time to pick apart and look at every little situation and say, well, this person, what were they really trying to? Nah, I ain't got time for that. You made your bed. You have to lie in it, right? That's what that Four of Swords was. You have to make your bed and lie in it. So people have to, and we do too. Sometimes, I will say this. I used to think that, childhood trauma and stuff like that made my intuition cloudy. It wasn't until last night when I realized that, those feelings that you felt as a kid when you felt unsafe were because you were in unsafe positions. So you carried that feeling in your genome, in your binary, in your code system, right in your body. So when you feel that again, that's not your childhood trauma trying to trick you and be like, oh. No, it's because there's probably really a threat. More than likely, okay? Now, I'm not trying to say that everybody out here is trying to hurt you or nothing. But when you feel something and it takes you back to those deep pains from childhood where you felt unsafe, if that was your case, and then maybe not everybody felt like that, thankfully. But if you feel that again, rising in your spirit, trust that feeling. Don't try to second guess yourself. Don't do it. Because what you went through as a kid was to prepare you for what will happen to you as an adult. That feeling of betrayal, that feeling of unsafety, that feeling of somebody is not telling the truth, someone's being dishonest. Don't try to make your mind rewrite what your body is telling you. Okay? Does it make sense? Don't let your body take the hit again, because some of us have learned to discredit what we feel because we want to think something differently, right? We want to believe something differently. But when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. So when I say fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, still shame on you, because you took my kindness, you took my compassion, you took my forgiveness for weakness. And now I gotta what? I gotta cut you off, and it's gonna be balanced. Because I didn't retaliate, I didn't come at you sideways, I didn't match you with your negative vibrational energy. I stayed humble. I stayed in my high godlike energy. Okay? So, I would say do things to you that make you feel comfortable. Um, and what I mean by do things that make you feel comfortable, your protective practices. For me, it is candles, sage, and hitting that block button. Do what makes you feel safe, and watch the blessings flow once you get out those people who do not mean you well. And you know what's so crazy to me? It's so, and this is the part that really kind of like gets in my head, is like somebody will sit around and play like they your friend, play like they have your best interest, actually do good things for you, only to turn around and snatch the rug from underneath you. That's some demonic ass energy right there. That is some, ooh, mm-mm-mm. That is some manipulative, like sophisticated low vibrational energy. That's what I want. Yeah, sophisticated low vibrational energy. Because at the end of the day, we could. The sad thing is the people who sometimes they do that stuff because they do see your power, they do see your strength, they do see your star card, but they don't want to go about it the right way. They don't want to see it that it's also within them. You can see it within them too. I can see that you are somebody who is hurting, and instead of healing, you rather usurp. You rather try to take someone else's. You rather try to siphon someone else's energy instead of getting it the way that you could have gotten it on your own. So now you got to go to spiritual timeout for what you tried to do. Not you. I'm talking about the cross watcher here. Cross watchers. They got to go to spiritual timeout for trying to mess with the anointed, for trying to mess with the holy, for trying to mess with the godly, the high vibes, those that mean to do well, those that mean to bring peace and prosperity into the world. We are issuing into a new age, the age of Aquarius. Okay, the age of the humanitarian, the age of the light worker. Okay, Aquarius was the water bearer. Water is a healing element of love and empathy and emotional connection. Water is fluid. It's here to connect all the living things together, right? All the things dissolve into water. Earth and air and, well, fire, because you got lava. So all the elements dissolve into water. Water is the connectivity. It's conductive. That's why it's electrically conductive. It moves. Okay? Now they are an air sign, which means that they're great with their mind, their mouth, speaking. This area, these are their chakras. The third eye, the throat chakra, which is the speaking. So, they are really good with all that stuff. And they also rule the ankles, which means that they're grounded. They help stabilize the light energy that is being bestowed upon us from the heavens. Okay? So the Aquarius age is one of restoration and healing, is what I'm hearing. We are going through it so we can come out on the other side stronger as a unit. Don't let what's going on in the world make you feel fearful. Don't let what's going on in the world turn you from love, because what the world needs now is more love and less judgment, less hate, less backstabbing, less trying to get over on people, because that's not going to work in the age of Aquarius. Okay? In the age of Pisces, I'm a Pisces, so they got that double mind. I'm just gonna say it. Some of us we ain't two fish, okay? We're swimming in opposite directions. So that was the age of people to decide where they wanted to go. Did you want to go towards the light, or did you want to go towards the dark? Okay, each is valid. I'm not gonna say that, but this is a light planet, okay? So the darkness is gonna have to go somewhere else. It's gonna have to. I don't know where y'all go. I don't know. But that's not my business. Ugh. So, collective, just know that you are protected here. You are not in danger. You don't have to worry about shit right now. Stay high. High Priestess is over here. Somebody is... And you know what? Even though some people may have done you dirty or have tried to do you dirty, You know, I feel like these people see the error of their ways. And with the Eight of Swords here in reverse and the High Priestess, I think a lot of people are going to turn a new leaf. I think it takes some time. Sometimes you have to go down the wrong path to realize that's the wrong path. But just don't go down too far. Yeah. So, forgiveness is a great healer. So is compassion. Those are great tools of healing. Love and light and forgiveness will always help others. And that's what we're here to do, right? We're here to help other people, not hurt people. Because how we help everybody is how we help ourselves. Like the more love I pour into me and the love I pour into other people is going to help magnify the love here on this planet, which is ultimately better. You know, they talk about the service to self and the service to other, right? And if you think about it, by serving others, you're raising the vibrational energy. Well, I gotta be your neighbor. I have to be in your environment. So it's in my best interest. My service of self is to serve the other. If I'm just looking out for me and everybody's looking out for themselves, then no one is really, you know, we can only do so much, right? We are a social species. Humans were not made to live in fear of one another. We were meant to live with love for one another, to help one another. You know, back in the day where you saw your neighbor, oh, you need some help with your groceries? Oh, you need some help doing, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just remember the other day I was driving to somewhere and there was this older man and he was struggling to get his trash can to the curb. And I live like in the city, so like, I live behind the alley, right? And so I'm driving down the alley and I see this old man, and you know I get out of the car and I like walk up to him. He looks a little apprehensive, and I was like, hey, like, you know, I'm a big black dude, okay? I understand. He's an old white man. You see what I'm saying? I was like, hey, do you need some help? He was like, yeah, actually, can you take these? It was a barrel of leaves. He was trying to take it to the green leaf dumpster. And I was like, yeah, I get. I mean, this man was struggling. He had his cane, he had his walker. He was trying to carry the bag. I was like, dude, I got you, cause like I could not just drive past that man, y'all. I could not just drive past that man. I would not feel good about myself. Here I am, 290, big ass dude, like. You gonna what this dude just carry, like, he's, come on. I could not sit with myself. And I like, you know, people out here nowadays, you never know. But I was like, you know what, I don't think I got anything to worry about him. If anything, I'm more afraid that he may think I'm trying to do something to him, which is something that I do kind of like think about sometimes, being who I am, you know, a black man. Sometimes I'm like, you know, when I walk down the street, I'm like, damn, I hope people don't think that I'm trying to, like, you know, I'm just jogging. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to think that I'm just jogging. I got my headphones in. I make sure I wear nice, vibrant clothes. I try to, you know what I mean? Because my fear is someone perceiving me a wrong way. Just like someone's fear is me doing something to them because of how I appear in the world, which is kind of sad for both of us. But anyway, I took the stuff to the dumpster for the dude, and he, I came back and and then I gave him the thing. I was like, "You want me to?" I said, "Do you want me to take it back to the your garage for you?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so I go into the garage and I put his dumpster in the garage, and I go back to his the gate, and he's like, I don't have much, but here you go." And he handed me, like, I think it was like, I don't know, it was like a couple of dollars, and I was just like, you don't have to do that, man. But I mean, I've learned that sometimes it's rude to not receive or not to take something's offer. So, and he seemed like he had a lot of pride, being somebody who was, willing to wheel his dumpster out with his walker. So I've learned that sometimes it's more disrespectful to not take someone's offer. So, I did, and I just got back in my car, and I never tell anybody that, because I don't go around telling. I just told you that for examples, but I was raised to believe that when you do something good, you keep it to yourself, because that's genuine. But I told you all to make an example of how we need to be more neighborly towards one another. And where I live, our neighbors are really close. Sometimes they're a little too nosy, but for the most part, they mean well. I just kind of like put a distance, a shield up with some of them, because, like, I know, like, Sometimes there's like being helpful, and then there's people trying to be in your business. I'm learning to discern the two between friendly people and nosy people who want to try to, what's up in your house? Oh, okay. What you got going on over there? You know what I mean? Kind of, instead of like, oh, you used to be a teacher. So, yeah. So just be mindful. But also, you're someone here who is a very helpful person. You're someone here who's very lovely. Yeah. And the Three of Swords here. This is... Wow. People are going to be really upset. I feel like people are going to be upset because they felt like you walked away from them. And I feel like you're going to feel... Your heart is so big that when other people hurt, even those who have done you wrong, you still hurt for them because you know how maybe... Yeah, like it takes a lot of pain to go out here and try to hurt other people. And for someone to try and do that to you, someone who is out here not trying to hurt other people, someone who has a genuine heart, someone who's literally out here like trying to help heal and raise the vibration of this planet. And these people know that about you. That's why they picked you. They think that is a weakness. Like in that one movie, the X-Men, the Dark Phoenix, right? When she takes her throat and she grabs her and she's like, your emotions make you weak. I love that part because her response was she grabs her hand and she pushes it tighter and she goes, no, my emotions make me strong. And she like channeled all of her power and she's like, you want my power? Oh, you're gonna get it. And she like it was so beautiful. It reminds me of like you don't mess with the empaths, baby. You don't mess with the empaths because she sacrificed herself. And she really didn't because she turned into the phoenix. If you look at the end, she was the phoenix. She sacrificed her physical form, her physical body to be something bigger. And I think about that in references to the people who we love who have crossed over. Like, I think about this when it comes to my grandma. Like, my grandma passed away when I was 25, and I was really, really hurt. And my best friend died like a couple months before that. And, I remember feeling like one day, like, why did you leave me? Why did you leave me? And it wasn't like, they were like, no, Eric, you got it wrong. Like, I've never left you. I left this form so I could be with you all the time, all at once, right? So even though, the physical Jean Grey died, the phoenix never dies. Does that make sense? So yeah, you may be upset because you may have to lose people, and maybe not that dramatic, or it's more of a reference if you see what I'm saying here, but in the sense of we never truly lose people who love us. Sometimes they just change the form in a different way so they could be here to protect us. Maybe my grandma knew that I was going to be this one day, and she knew that she needed to go on the other side so she could protect me and protect my siblings and her son and her loved ones. You know what I mean? And one day that's going to happen to me. I'm going to have to leave this vessel so I can come back on the other side and be y'all angels. So I could be y'all guides. Yeah. I'm an earth angel in training. I learned that about myself. I used to be... Yeah. I'm not going to go into all that. But, yeah. Some of you guys are earth angels. And you're now in your training. You're in training mode for what's going to happen on the other side when we cross over. And we're going to all be one big unit of family, just protecting the hell out of the people that we love here. So, that's a beautiful message. I think that's a beautiful message to leave on. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for sitting down and being a part of this community with me. I really do love and appreciate all of you. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good. Today is day 3 of sobriety. I'm giving up alcohol for a while to really clear my mind out, and You know, it's day 2 brought me some clarity on some situations I wasn't so sure about, and day 3 is it's confirmation for that, for those clarity, for that clarity that I had on specific situations. Guys, we got this shit together. You're never alone because you'll always have your earth angels here, and you'll always have this channel. Whenever you feel sad, come back to me. Ooh. Look at that. The flame just jumped and come back. This is always going to be a safe place for people who want to find clarity and guidance. Always. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to leave it right there. This is getting a little emotional for me, so I'm going to go take a break. I love you guys, and as always, drink water, be safe, and peace.